Here you go. Oops. Got that. Let's go. Let's put up a poll. Breaking back into resistance. Yo, Floofin, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Lots of noise in regards to where things are headed. Tough to decipher small signals. Hidden Bull, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Hidden Bull says, I'm waiting for a good entry. The pump is so slow to trust a short. If it wicks up, all short. If it dumps, all long. It's not a bad plan. John Asensio, welcome, man. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that, man. What's up, bud? How are you doing today? I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm doing good. Everything is good on this end. So, yeah, it's 5 o'clock. So we're live now. We're gonna be live for about an hour today because it's. I mean, we're getting a nice bounce. So maybe we'll get a couple. Well, maybe we'll get some people in here, but we'll just have to wait and see. What do you think about privacy coins getting huge traction in crypto? I don't know. What privacy coins? Is Dash going up? So Dash, wait, sorry, that's not Dash. Yeah, is Dash going up? No. Monero had a nice run. Monero. Yeah. Monero had a really nice bull run. And congratulations to everyone that was holding it because you actually broke its all-time high, which is weird because you would have expected that same move for Litecoin, but Litecoin never got that, unfortunately. And then what's the other one? Also, Zcash. Zcash had a really nice move, so it actually ended up getting back up to 2017 highs. So congratulations on that. But yo, David, welcome. Arc Block Meow, ABT. Let's take a look. ABT, ABT. Yeah, wow. I need to make a video on this. Yeah, this is not bad. Taking a look at Arc Block on the live stream. So congratulations to the holders. As we said before, you had resistance overhead at 33 cents. And keep in mind that you are actually retesting the 200-day moving average on the daily as resistance. So technically, you're still in this downtrend. So even though you had a really nice move up, we always show this where it's like, okay, you can still come back up to these areas and get rejected and come back down, make a lower low, validating this downtrend. So, so far so good, but 33 cents needs to hold. And technically you are waiting for this breakout. Now, I do have to point out that you are extremely overbought. So just be careful. With Arc Block, we might have some sort of correction soon. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to happen. The next target on the upside on the macro time frame for Arc Block is going to be around 56 cents. And if that gets tagged, then you're invalidating this downtrend. So Arc Block to the moon. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Alrighty. Yeah, congratulations. But again, traders are going to be taking profits here. We always say this, okay? We've had this chart drawn out for months now. So traders will be taking profits here. But Hidden Bull says I'm all about it since I have a ton of money mining into Monero. David says Hopper privacy. Oh, Hopper, not bad. Yeah, the VPN that actually had a bull run, going from 3 cents to 22 cents instead of OXT. So not bad. Zcash is now. What's up, Eclexi? Hello, everyone. I like Horizon. This video sucks. Says he likes Horizon, but Horizon probably sucks. Yeah, it's still not doing anything, unfortunately. You're still very bearish on Horizon. We used to make Horizon videos because this used to be a watch list coin because there was a member and this was the coin that he had requested. I mean, you never broke this area. Yeah, we haven't looked at it in a while. You never broke this area of resistance. You actually had a 618 retracement, so you argue that you did have some sort of bull run for it. 672%, around 672%. And then price got rejected. You just made a lower high, and you're still in this downtrend. So given that you're putting in a bottom here, you're still looking at a lot of resistance overhead. So it's unfortunately not doing anything right now. But it's not doing so well, but its team is almost done with Zendex. I don't know what that is, but you probably know because you're following the coin. John Asensio says, what do you think about MIM Magic Internet Money? First Bitcoin meme under runes reposted by Elon a year ago. I don't know. What is that? MIM? Magic Internet Money. I'm assuming it's this one, right? No, it's not this one. Which one is it? Is it this one? It might be this one. John Asensio, is it the $6.5 million market cap one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Let's see. Thanks, Meow. You're welcome. 4 or 5 weeks pump would be amazing. Oh man, that would definitely bring viewers back to the channel. Hidden Bull says, what would be sweet is if we get a bull market that lasts as long as the bear market has. Well, technically, Bitcoin did that. The volume on Forte heating up. I'll take a look at it. John Asensio says this is the right one. So yeah, I mean, this is a high risk, high reward coin. So obviously, hopefully that you're putting in a bottom right now and you're establishing a floor. I guess using the wick at 1 cent, it's still bearish under... You might have a 618 retracement. It might pull a Horizon, right? And if it does, I mean, that itself is a 10x. So a lot of upside potential. And a 10x puts it at 60 million. Yeah, it used to be over that. So it's not like it hasn't been a 60 million market cap and it's been diluted. So it's actually fully diluted. So no more surprises here. So yeah, you might actually have a retracement, and that retracement is still a is still a 10x, so 60 million market cap. So obviously high risk, high reward because you're buying the low. Now, if this isn't the floor, then you're going to get another capitulation. But if this is the floor, then you're going to be buying the low, the all-time low. Crying says ARK. Let's go ARK. Welcome. Yeah, dude, I saw that. I was looking at ARK today all day. I was looking at ARK all day. Yeah. So for ARK, you had a nice bounce. So you came to our area of support here, and now you are actually attempting at breaking out. So very important though. This isn't bullish. You're still in this downtrend. So just don't get overly excited until we break 1845 to 1887. Keep in mind, very important, if you follow the targets, then you'll know exactly where it's headed. If you don't break this area of resistance, you will come up, retest it, make a lower high, validate this downtrend, and come back down and make a lower low, which at that point is going to be probably around $15 to $16. But we're going to have to redraw this once that does happen. So again, your best bet is for you to break this area and start making your way to $20. That would be the next target, because even though it's still bearish validating this downtrend, you'll at least have an attempt at breaking out of this downtrend, and you're going to be getting closer to it, but you're still hitting resistance overhead. Forta volume heating up. Why is, oh my god, 1400%. But it's not doing anything. It just had a giant wick. It had a giant liquidity wick, man. Yeah, it had a 35% wick, and now it's going back down. So there's nothing good about that. Yo, Cryings, I told you, let's buy Disney. Disney's having a nice little pump right now. But I mean, it's the same thing. You really don't want to. You want to keep a level head, and you don't want to FOMO in. I mean, realistically, this thing can come all the way back up to 105, and still get stuck and make a lower high and come back down. And I worry about that because Disney doesn't pay any dividends. It's like 1%. So the money in my savings, it gives me more. It gives me like 3% back. So why would I buy a stock like Disney if it's not breaking out? Because it's been in a 10-year consolidation. Hey, what's up? Anyway. David says, I'm holding out for extreme greed. Oh my gosh, we haven't had extreme greed in how long? Bro, we haven't had extreme greed since November 2024. And then before that was March. Hey, never mind, no. I was going to say, hey, we're in March, but we're not. We're so far away from extreme greed. Yeah, I'm thirsty. It'll come back in time. Yeah, I believe it. Imagine if it goes to November and we're still in extreme fear. Guys, we've been in fear and in extreme fear since October of 2025. This is so bad. Yeah, what was that? If I had put 10K in at $92, what would that be? 500 bucks? Never mind. Not even worth having to wait 7 days for me to take my money back out. Now, if it was 5 grand, all right, that's not bad. But then again, would I really risk $100,000 for $5,000 in 2 days? Maybe, if I was 100%. If I was 100%, absolutely. Oh, we got 10 bogeys in the chat. That's not bad. For 5 o'clock, that's not bad. Oh, no, we're going back down just like that. And just like that, the rally's over. No, I go live and we come back up and get stuck at resistance. That's brutal. Hey, what's up, buddy? All right, let's see. Yeah, chat's pretty slow, but it's fine. I could just like sit over here and just pet my cat like all day for like an hour. Make the time go by super fast. I bet he would really like that. Like, yes, just please keep petting me. Let's see. Alexi says, random idea. Imagine a segment called "What the Crypto Cats Would You Do," and the cats would have to pick a winner once a week. A winner coin once a week. That's funny. Too much effort, too much time into that, man. I have to work, and then I have to live stream after work, man. I'm pretty exhausted. Like I'm not trying to. I'd rather sell feet pics, man. Like, well, that's pretty creative. That's pretty clever, but I'm not about. That's not. I mean, if I look deep down, I have absolutely zero. I have negative desire. I mean, I didn't even want to read that. You know, that's how much I don't want to do that. But hey, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, man. What's up, Krista? Welcome to the live stream, Krista. There's really nothing happening right now. Bitcoin. I went live and Bitcoin is about to print red, so you know there's nothing new here. We look at the same coins. I actually made a video on, what was it? Oh, ABT, yeah, ArcBlock. I made a video on ArcBlock because ArcBlock is actually attempting at breaking out. So let me actually see. I guess it's fun to see my last video on ArcBlock. Let's see what I wrote or what I said for ArcBlock. Let's see if I was right or not. Not that it matters, but it kind of does. I want to know what I said about ArcBlock. Let's see. ABT. My last video on ArcBlock was 3 months ago. Damn.
Investment taxes, including crypto, can be complex, and they're always evolving. No matter what
block ABT on the live stream. Yeah, this was at 33 cents. So, oh yeah, I didn't catch this capitulation. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. We haven't looked at ArcBlock in a while, but obviously from the last time that we looked at it, it came up to all of our targets. So, like we always say, you have resistance at 70 cents a dollar. This is where traders are going to be taking profits, which you did if you were trading it, and if you're holding it, then unfortunately you got left holding the bag. You broke down here, double bottomed, and now you made a lower low, which is very, very, very bearish. Now, in terms of support goes for ArcBlock, it does look like we are respecting the 618S support at 33 cents. The next macro area support is 17 cents. So the next macro area support is 17 cents, and this was at 33 cents. And we got very close to hitting our target. Yeah, it was 15 cents. So let's go, man. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, so if your dollar cost averaging down 16, 17 cents, then that would have been the next area. And so if anybody saw that, obviously be a 50% capitulation, which is horrible. Damn, and that's horrible because that is a 50% capitulation. Now, taking a look at the targets on the upside doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So we said you were in at a 50% capitulation, and the price actually went down, and you hit support, and now you have 100% gain. So, if you had bought that area of support, even at 17 cents, sure, it went down to 15 cents or whatever it was. But if you had bought support at 17 cents, then you would have had the opportunity to get in on this move while still being able to sell and make over 120% profit. So congratulations to whoever did that. Hidden Bull says, my mining profits are up. That means that higher than normal transactions in the past when I see BTC moves higher. Eclexy says, do you think BTC will grab liquidity around 70,000 before going down? That's interesting. Why 70,000? I mean, didn't we... I think it already did. I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but we might. We might do something like this where you come up one more time and you still make this lower high, and you actually validate this bear flag before we capitulate lower. I don't think so, but no, to answer your question, I don't know. But if I were, like, if you were asking me what I think, which I think you are, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna go back up to 70,000. I don't think so. I think we're just retesting 68,000 as resistance right now, and we're about to draw a red candle straight back down to 65 and make a lower low. Actually, I think we're probably headed back down to 62 and then 60 eventually. So that's what I think. We got 10 votes in. Are you bullish? No, we're going down. 60% of the chat is saying that we are going down. We have 40% of the chat thinks that we are very bullish. So the chat is bullish, which is good. Which is good for me because bullish equals money. Bearish equals no money. I said that we're not going back up to $70,000 and Aloe pops up out of nowhere. Aloe, welcome to the 21-minute mark of the live stream. 21. Saying we're not going to hit 70K at 68K is perma-bear rhetoric. I just think we're hitting resistance again and we're making a lower high. And we're actually under all the moving averages on the daily time frame, so it's I feel like this is literally a recipe for a capitulation or a big move back down to 65 to 62. Sorry, 62 to 65. So tomorrow is a full moon and we might go down and have a big pump tomorrow. That's true, but we might have also already had the pump. It's because we went from 65 to 68,000. That's $3,000. I have been summoned. Yes. You have been special summoned, which means that I still have a normal summon because you're special summoned. Hidden says, I bet he pets his cat's belly too. Absolutely. Absolutely. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. He loves his belly rubbed. She does too, but she kind of fights sometimes, right? That's funny. She thinks that she thinks that I'm gonna give her treats, but I'm actually not gonna give you any treats right now. I'm sorry. Fast Willie Jackson, welcome to the live stream, man. I hope you're doing well. What's up, fam? Great stock market day today. It was. We had a nice bounce. We had a nice bounce on the stock market today. Do you think most cryptos have bottomed? I'm hoping so. How much lower do you think they can go? That's funny. I looked at this card on the live stream and then it's like, it's constantly showing me this card. My cat would take your arm off if you touched her belly. Oh, that's funny. No, my cats don't. My cats like they don't mind. But also I don't do it like I only do it if if they want me to. And they want you to when they do show their belly and they like start meowing and purring. So they kind of let you know when to do it. You don't want to like force it or anything. Cuz yeah, if you force it then yeah, your cat's going to claw your arm off. So hey, what are you doing? No faith. He literally thinks this is the top. Aloe, we're going below. Like, I don't know. Even back here in 90,000, I remember you were so bullish and then we lagged down. Like, what are you going to say when we leg back down? What are you going to say when Bitcoin's going to be at like $40,000 to $50,000? Like, actually. Until we get into this purple box here, until we get into this purple box here, I'm going to be bearish. Once we start getting into this box, I'm going to start turning into a perma bull. Hidden Bull says, my cat would trick you. She would act like she wants a belly rub, but she would grab on and bite you and it's game over. Yeah, and then she'll bunny kick you, right? She'll bunny kick you and like rip the flesh off your forearm. Mike, I said we would go back to 100K and it hit 97,000. So yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, and I think you respected the critical area of yeah, you respected the critical area of resistance. So you actually came back up to this area and you made a lower high, and then you got smacked down. So the same thing's in play right now. Like you already did it. You already attempted to break the 382 and you got rejected. So you come back up, you get stuck at 72 again. You make a lower high and you just fall off the table. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at some Pokemon cards to buy. I have to, yeah, I was looking at some high potential Pokemon cards to buy PSA 10s of, and I found one, and it's very cheap. It's actually, I don't know if you guys know about Pokemon, but Gengar is actually one of the, you know, really good Pokemon right now that everyone's like seeking out because of the new sets and stuff. Anyways, they have a Cosmos, like a Cosmos one, a Cosmos holographic, a trick or treat one. Let me sign out so you guys don't see my name. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a good buy. I think this is a good buy for sure. This is gonna do pretty good. It hasn't really moved up yet. I guess it moved up 215%, which is crazy, given that it was like a dollar card. Now it's $3. But it has Gengar, it has Pikachu, and it has a little pumpkin. So this was part of a trick or treat set. So I think you buy 10 of these and you hold them to like $10 or $20, and you make a couple $100. Call it a day. Yeah, we're gonna do Pokemon stocks here next, guys. We're gonna look at Pokemon cards. That's funny. I should just make videos like that, like on the live stream when it's super slow. I wonder how many more subscribers I get if I actually start Pokemon. If I started posting Pokemon. In hindsight, it's actually sad we didn't hit 100K. I mean, we hit 124K or whatever it was. That's crazy, man. But you know what's crazier? In about 4 years from now, Aloe, you're gonna be in this live stream, and Bitcoin's gonna be at like 200 to 300,000, and we're gonna talk about how, hey, you remember when Bitcoin was at? You remember when we were talking about Bitcoin at $68,000? So that's what's funny. That's what's funny about it. Just like how I was in Vision's live stream back when Bitcoin hit 15,000, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20,000, and now and then it actually hit $124,000. Faith says there's a YouTuber talking about quantum computers are a threat to Bitcoin. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's FUD. I don't know, because I don't know the tech side to that. I don't even know if that's possible, because Bitcoin is I don't think you can actually get validated transactions. I do think that it's all encrypted. So I don't think that you can actually hack it, because the blockchain, because everything's connected and you can't fake it, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't to you, but you really have to learn the technology behind it. I don't think so. Just like how you can't just make fake Bitcoin and attempt to put it on the blockchain, because there are validators, and it's not going to get validated, because it's like, where's the source from? If it's some random source that they don't let people, that the blockchain can't recognize, I'm assuming they're not going to let it in. Fernando, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to BTC about to go down, and Aloe being mad because I said the top is in and we're actually going down. So by the end of this live stream, if we're back down to 66K Aloe, I want a formal apology. Hidden Bull says, in theory, it's possible, but by the time we have the power to do it, BTC will have evolved difficulty. Quantum probably already attacking crypto. There's talks that old BTC wallet address is waking up. Dwayne Kelly. They got me. Yeah, the market. Of course, the market. What the hell, man? The market ended up going up today. Do you know how random it is? It's crazy. Like how dumb is that? There was absolutely no like what? Of course, it always does the exact opposite of what is the logical direction. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh. My cat loves me. That's why he lets me do that to him. They got me for minus 500 on them Amazon puts, but I got him back for $1,000. Let's go. There you go. So what's up, Dwayne Kelly? Welcome to the live stream, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope your coins are going up. Alice has, wait, I missed it. What price? Wait, what do you mean? It's Trump. Oh, we're going to war. Oh, we're not going to war. We're sending 10,000 people. We're going to be done soon. We're not going to... I don't want to get political, but it's just crazy. Oh, if I was president, we wouldn't even be at war. We would be done with war. And, like, starts another war. Oh, don't even get me started. We're not going to talk politics here. We're not going to talk politics. This is, what do you call it? Crypto channel. Fernando says, I'm working right now, by the way, and made like $100 trading to add to that. Let's go, Fernando. Let's go. Dwayne Kelly says, right after you got off live last night, SPY went from 629 to 638. I know, you can't make this, you actually can't make this up, man. You really can't. You actually can't make this up. You broke down, and then this is like a dead cat bounce. This has to be fake. I really think this is fake, and I guess in hindsight, it's like the RSI was extremely oversold, so maybe we had to reset it, and maybe we have to get back to neutral before we start going back down. But yeah, I mean, we were supposed to keep going down, but it's just crazy. You can't make this up. Never mind, I think he said 56K. Yo, Dwayne Kelly for 5 beans. Let's go. First super chat of the night. Let's go, buddy. We got the first super chat of the night. You're going to say thank you, Dwayne Kelly? He's like, don't talk to me. No, I'm just joking. Obviously, he's not saying that because I would kick his ass out. Never. Let's see. Fernando, you can eat an expensive dinner and still be ahead. Yeah, with $100, let's go. Just DoorDash something super nice. They call him Mango. Actually, who is it? Yeah, Triple T DoorDashing like $150 worth of food when he made a whole bunch of money that night was epic, man. That's funny. I don't have DoorDash anymore. I haven't had it in years. I think I abused it too much. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it anymore. They call him Mango in Stockland. Yeah, I wonder what whatever he's going to say tomorrow, man. If you play the market and if you know him, then you can definitely make money. So I thought we were going to get alt season for sure, and we didn't. I guess some coins had really big moves. I mean, people did make a lot of money. It's just unfortunately the coins that we were in, we didn't. Dwayne Kelly, how's Beam doing? Let's see. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me, man? Beam just made a lower low. I'll check Beam and PYR for you. Yeah, dude, Beam just made an all-time low 2 days ago again. I feel like every single time I look, it's like 2 days ago you made all-time low. Yeah, so I guess one of these days, man, you're gonna have the opportunity to get out and not never look back. That time you're looking at around from the current price, given that we did bottom, 45 to 90% pump. So you're looking at yeah. I always say that, man. I always say it. It's like we just see the aftermath. Like if you're in the know and if like you have that knowledge beforehand, man, you can make so much money. Of course, if you follow the money, you're kind of gonna see like, okay, well that person clearly knew something that we didn't, which is freaking cheap and so unfair. But it's also because of the place where we're saying it. Because now morally, I guess every single morals are different, um, but yeah, that's brutal, man. That's crazy. Of course, Dwayne Kelly. Of course, I know. It's literally, it should be illegal to do that. But it's not. Fernando, you can eat oh, I already read that. Okay. Meow, crime is illegal. Somebody is trying to send Meta to Hades. Crime is illegal. Somebody is trying to send Meta to Hades. Isn't Meta down like a significant amount? Yeah, it is significantly down. Yeah, Meta's down 28%. It did have a nice move today. 10% move. Wow. Again, you got to really take advantage of these. I wouldn't say it's a reversal. So kind of the same concept where, you're extremely oversold on the daily. So it's like, hey, if you want to buy right now, get into a short trade, then do it. But I think you're just going to go in to make a lower high and you're going to come straight back down. So, oh, hey, Dwayne Kelly, President Trump is scheduled to address the nation tomorrow at 9 p.m. as he sets to deliver an extremely important update regarding Iran. Yo, this Dogelon guy just capitulated. As long consideration, I have come to the conclusion that Elon is the worst meme coin ever created. Bad community, no memes, no future. Wait, what? Wait, what? I think this guy's trolling. There's no way. Meow, can we look at Elon? Yes. Yo, Elon's going up. Let's go. Actually, yeah, that's crazy. I'll make an update video on this too. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. So nothing's really happened. I mean, for as far as our targets go for and our weekly update videos, nothing has happened. But you did just have this giant green candle, which probably is going to increase my views. Like, so we might as well make a video on it. It's up 12% on the day, which is really good. I mean, it's really good. You were just at 36, you're now at 39. So, just a quick update though. It is still bearish under 7043, which you've already retested as resistance and got smacked back down, and then bearish under 7057. So as a holder, I really want to see us break this area of resistance overhead. Once you break that, then we can start taking a look at the next major targets on the upside, and then eventually the macro targets on the upside. But unfortunately, you are so down right now, and it is literally at its cycle low, actually all-time lows. Not considering, obviously, it got released at these very, very low prices at 8.0. So you're actually at a cycle low right now. So given that we've established a floor, best case scenario, consolidate. Once we get that relief rally, break this area of resistance, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. So just keep in mind that you do have resistance overhead at 7043 to 7057. And although you did get a nice 12% move up today, which is nice, just be aware that it could still be bearish, and you could theoretically still come back down and retest 7030 at some point before we start going up. But the best case scenario, we just blast up on out of here and break this, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside, and we can start taking a look at areas of support that it needs to stay over for a continuation up. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated. Thank you so much for your support, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, there we go. Job reports on Friday, non-farm payrolls. Yeah, it's going to be low. It's going to be down. What do you think, Dwayne Kelly? Let me see. Oh. Let's see. I think it's going to be down. Oh, 150 to 200 jobs added. Unemployment will be around 4.2%. Signals pointing to a weaker report. Yeah, I think we're going to have a weak report. But obviously, I'm bearish. So take that with a grain of salt. Yo, free lightning for 2 beans. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 2 beans, man. Second super chat of the night. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Dogelon. Do you still have your Dogelon? Dude, I hope you get a 10x on this, man. I hope I can buy back in and I hope I could buy back in. I played it very risky here selling, but I had to do what's best for me, man, and I had to stick to my plan. But if it does come back down here, I'm gonna buy back my 100 billion. So it'll be probably $2,000 to $3,000, but at least I would have saved like $1,200 that I could then buy Bitcoin with. So I really hope. I mean, I don't want it to go down because if you guys have it, then that sucks. But for selfish and personal reasons, I hope for me it comes down so I could buy back in. But at least that way, you know, I could be back in. I mean, technically, I guess I could have bought at 36 and still profit like $500, but I really need at least like a couple $1,000s to start dollar cost averaging and buying BTC with. So I had to do what's best for me. Yeah, I do. I never sold it. Yeah. Good for you, man. I hope you get that 10x, man. I really do. I'm still buying Elon, riding it to the ashes if it goes. Don't worry, I'll be right. If it actually does keep going down, I'll be right there with you. Because think about it, man. Like 4,200, and if I can get back in for like 2 grand or $2,500, it's literally a no-brainer for me. So I have to do it. It's literally a must. It's literally a must for me. Get it? It's literally a must for me. Let's see. Oh, it reminds me, this card actually had yeah, this card had a sellout. So there's, yeah, wow. So this card actually just got bought out, and so you can't even buy it anymore. Yeah, near mint is 190, 190, 200, and you can't actually buy near mint. This card is so rare, and I have one of these, but I'm not selling it. But I think I got it for like, I got it for a lot, like I got it for cheaper than what it is right now. But that's cool. It's funny because I actually never use this card either, like when I'm playing. Oh yeah, we were looking at Beam. So yeah, Beam for Dwayne Killy Kelly. Oops. Yeah, nothing's happened with Beam. And you saw resistance overhead 2 zeros 24 to 30. You're still on this downtrend, so I mean your best bet is for it to just draw a giant rocket. You'll just have to wake up one morning and this thing's going to be all the way at 2 zeros 49 or something, and then you can get out. And then PYR, I think PYR is also breaking down. No, PYR is not breaking down, but it's still very 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 near its all-time low, which was this wick back in October. So I mean, you saw resistance overhead at 15 to 70 cents. So the same concept with PYR. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Fernando says also, meow, I became a multi-millionaire for a second. What do you mean? Like, oh yeah, because of the Elon glitch? Like the Doge on Mars glitch? Yo, we got the votes coming in. We got 71% of the chat is bearish, and then we got 29% of the chat is bullish. Wow. Damn, is the housing market ever going to collapse? Are there any realtors in here? Are there any realtors in here that think that there's going to be a housing market crash? Cuz I need to know. I need to know within the next like ASAP actually. Yeah, damn. Look at this house. Freaking nice house in Florida. And my mortgage will be like $3,000. Wow. And then you shift over here in California. I'm obviously not going to show where I am, but yeah, that's freaking crazy. What a scam. What a scam. Triple T says, "Hey, I've been cleaning up and putting up my lights." What? What do you mean your lights? You've been putting up your lights? Is it Christmas time? All around my apartment. Let's go, Triple T. Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to the 50 minute mark. We're gonna be live for about another 10 minutes ish. So yeah, so welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream and to the cat show, because my cat is just chilling here with me. My orange floof here is just chilling over here, being a 10 out of 10 loaf. No front paws, no tail. Very good cat right now. Anyways, welcome, man. Let's see. Kinda Oil went up $400 and I had 2,800 coins. Oil went up $400 to $400 and I had 28,000 coins. Was that a... Are you talking about this coin? I'm just in vault bags and that's it. Sold everything else. Yo, let's see. Let's check vault bags for Triple T. Oh, dude, this is consolidating sideways, man. This is high risk, high reward. It doesn't look like a rug, because if it was a rug, it would have been doing something like this. Okay? So the fact that you're just consolidating and accumulating here, once you get that breakout, it should be pretty explosive, especially given that it's only a 17,000 market cap. So a lot of upside potential, man. My portfolio glitched at 11 million. Damn, don't you wish that was real, man? That would have been nice. Lights in the inside. Got it. Crude oil at $102. Yeah, man. Wow, we're going up. Aloe, maybe you were right. Aloe was right, man. We're going up. 100K, here we come. Not that one. It's some other oil meme coin, price at 4.018. Let me actually leave this up for Triple T, and then we can look at your oil. And then you said oil meme coin, price at 4.018. Oh man, it's real. It's a really, really small meme coin. Yeah, what the hell? Are you sure you don't mean 4.019? Maybe it's this. It has to be this. Yeah, it has to be this. Never mind. Actually, no, it's not this. It's not that either. I bought like 5 different sets of lights for my apartment. It looks like a club with the music. Sounds like a good time, man. That's pretty cool. How long do you think we will be in this range before BTC goes below 60K? I don't know how long, but I do know that we should start getting out of here effectively December to May of 2027. So I do put the bottom sometime between now and this area. And once we hit however low we hit, I think that that's when the next bull run and the next cycle is actually going to start. Is going to be in December and May of 2027. So December 2026, May 2027, somewhere around this area, which is where the why we have this purple box drawn out. So I bought like five. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Yeah, we're just waiting to basically fall off the cliff right now. I know that sounds very bearish and nobody wants to hear that, but that's what I believe. So you don't think we will go below 60K like this week? Uh, I hate putting time frames on it. I don't know if it's this week or next week, but I do think that at some point before December of 2027, yes, we will go below 60K. Yes, we will go below 50K. So that's literally what I think. Punk says, "Damn, I guess so. We have a ton of time to DCA." Yeah, that's my goal. I'm gonna be making content with it too. So my whole idea is that, um, you know, I'll show you because I don't think I've ever seen you in here. So my whole thought logic behind this is I didn't just grab it out of like nowhere. It's actually not only did I use the 200-day moving average because every single bear market we break below the 200-day moving average if not tagging it. So back in 2015 we did, and we dropped 30% from there. Back in 2020 we broke 30% from there, and then back in 2022 we broke 30% from there. So the 200-day moving average for BTC is around 59,000 right now. So I think at some point we do break that, and a 30% drop puts BTC around $39,000, $40,000, which coincides with the next macro area support, which is $43,000 for BTC. So now knowing that, looking at the Gaussian channel, and the reason why we have these dates drawn out is because typically we consolidate in the red, at least for the last 3 cycles, which is what I'm using my data set from. 406 days, 273 days, 427 days. So I put 273 days to 427 days, puts it out to December 2026 and May of 2027. Because typically, again, if you had bought in the red here, you have historically bought the low for BTC. If you bought the red here, you would have gotten the low for BTC. And then even last cycle when we were red, you would have gotten the low for BTC. So the same thought logic in play. We started printing red back on March, the second week of March, and and that's my plan. That's my game plan. Buy as much BTC as I can while it's in the red, and just try to use the prior data that I know, which is the 200-day moving average getting tagged every single time, which is 59,000, And then also the fact that for the last 3 cycles, we've dropped up to 30,000. We've dropped up to 30% below that moving average. So for me, especially trying to be a BTC maxi and only buy Bitcoin, it's a no-brainer for me, because if I dollar cost average starting 59,000, then I know that at some point, because we always make all-time highs, whether I put in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, I know that at least I'm getting 100 to 200% returns, given that we don't even make an all-time high for Bitcoin. So for me, that's super safe, and that's no longer gambling on altcoins. So I'm not making that mistake. I'm just playing it very safe, playing it very conservatively. I don't need to get a 10x. I just need to make a little bit of money. That's it. I'll be happy with just making a little bit of money. So that's my thought logic. I know that's a lot of information, but I'm going to try to show you that, and I hope you got that. I know that's a lot of information. So as we start hitting 59,000, I'm going to start bringing up my Robinhood, and then you guys can see that I'm starting to buy, and then we can kind of gauge like my portfolio, like what it's at and all that stuff too, because I want to make content with that too. So anyway, that's all I got for you. So, oh, Duchess, welcome, Duchess. Can you look at Alchemex and ACH? What is that? Alchemy Pay, right? Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay. Yeah, ACH is Alchemy Pay, and then Alchemex is ALCH. Yeah, Alchemex. Okay, dude, Alchemex is brutal. I remember this thing got released on Gemini at like $30, right? Yeah, it was like $30. Yo, Free Lightning. Well, thank you so much for coming by, and thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate the super chat. And yeah, thank you so much for coming by. We'll be live again tomorrow, so feel free to stop by tomorrow, and hopefully I see you then, man. Let's see. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, what? You're going to buy $1,000 of Bitcoin? That's not a lot of money. Like, I'm never going to make a lot of money. But to me, bro, if I turn $1,000 or if I turn $2,000 into $4,000, I'm fine with that. Trust me. I'm fine with that. The fuck? Okay. Anyway, Alchemex. Let's look at Alchemex for this gentleman. Yeah, so for Alchemex, I don't think I need to change anything with the chart. Yeah, so I don't need to change anything with the chart. I need to change on the daily, actually, because I'm on the weekly. But nothing's really happened with ACLX, because you are still respecting this floor here, and you still have resistance overhead at between $18 to $46. So this is still resistance. You've already came up and retested it once, and you got rejected. Now, keep in mind that's a pretty big move up from the current price. You're looking at around a 260 to a 700% move to the upside. So at that point, once that happens, and just like with Arc Block, right? At that point, you have to decide, hey, I'm done with it, or we're going to have a continuation, and you hold it, and then you're going to be risking either coming back down or actually getting that confirmation and that breakout. And then for Alchemy Pay, unfortunately, just like how we always say, you came up to resistance and traders took profits here. Obviously, why wouldn't they? You bought the low. You bought when it was extremely oversold. It was around an 81% pump, and you got rejected. You made a lower low. So all we have to do is just move this down a little bit, and you can see that the same structures in play. You're just making lower highs right now. So if you're trading it or if you're buying right now, you're hoping to get this move to 1 cent to 1 cent 40, which as of today is around a 70 to 120% move. Keep in mind that you can still hit this downtrend, so it's still bearish even if it comes up here. So as a holder, you need to break this area and have a strong confirmation, and not just a retracement like you had before, and followed by a lower high and then a rejection. So just FYI, nobody likes rejections, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's see. Right on, thank you. BTC down to 50K, then only way is up. I mean, at that point, yeah, why not? 20-minute video from Vision. Oh, I gotta see. What did he post the nighttime video? Let me go see it really quick. I got another super chat though. Whoa, 3 super chats tonight. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 5 beans, man. That's awesome. Third super chat of the night. Could the thesis change once Clarity Act is in place? Um, it'll be too late for me though. But yes, it could, because if the Clarity Act is passed, and I've already thought about this, and unfortunately I just have to deal with it, because if it passes and if that causes the market to rally, and if we get a major reversal for BTC, given that we start breaking over 81,000, that'll be like a very, very, very bullish case scenario, which actually might lead to altcoin, like surprise, like obvious. It'll be obvious at that point, but I think that as once we break this area of resistance, and with the Clarity Act passing, and if we do break 81,000, that's going to invalidate a lot of stuff, and not only that, it's going to do what Bitcoin has never done in ever. So it'll be the first time in history that you get that major reversal and that breakout attempt. And it'll be the very first time that that's ever happened. So I don't really know what's going to happen once the Clarity Act, and if the Clarity Act is passed. But unfortunately, if I miss out on it, and if we never hit those levels at 59,000, or maybe it goes to 59,000 and then it passes, that would be the best case scenario, and then that could be the trigger to the start of the next bull cycle. I can see that, which won't start until December and May 2027. That's what the vertical line is for. So, oh yeah, I don't know if I explained that part, but so I don't know if I explained that part on the Gaussian channel, but typically in the red, I did explain it, 273 to 4, and that's how far out before we start the next bull cycle. Yeah, never mind, I did explain it. So yeah, you're right. That could be the start for the next bull cycle. Maybe we could get some sort of altcoin rally too. That would be pretty nice, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Alrighty, we've been live for an hour and 7 minutes. Oh wow, 7 minutes over. David says when the bottom happens, people be screaming for lower. That's why you gotta buy dollar cost average down. Thanks, bro. You're welcome, Duchess. Carrots. I hope so. Yeah. I'm not in, but I hope so for your sake. Oh, I remember they launched Carrot on Coinbase, right? Yeah, they launched Carrot on Coinbase, and then it just went straight down. Another gamble play that's over at 200. They diluted the crap out of this coin. Yeah, they diluted the crap out of this coin. Yeah, wow. I don't even know why this thing's so low. Anyways, we've been live for about an hour and 8 minutes, so I think we are going to call it here. Thank you so much for coming by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your night. And just remember, we will be going live again tomorrow around the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, every single day this week, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on the weekends, it'll be earlier in the morning, or I'll put it in my schedule. And yeah, okay, what's my, give me a second. What did I miss? Enjoy the rest of your night. None of this is financial advice. Oh, thank you so much for all the super chats. Thank you so much for all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate all of your support. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your day tomorrow. And I hope to see everybody in tomorrow's live stream. There we go. Kind of had a brain fart, but I got it back.